Hi guys, welcome back to the Ravenous Rebellion Tarot. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I was trying to shuffle the cards and Aquarius came out, but I was shuffling them and they went in the reverse. I usually don't shuffle my cards in the reverse, but I don't know, for some reason these ones went in reverse. So let me see. I'm gonna take those in reverse. We have karmic, something to do with the 12th house. Okay, something to do with your 12th house, something to do with a karmic debt, hidden support, limitations, hidden enemies. It says you have power over your enemies. Someone may have been trying to make you sick or trying to put you in some type of energy of self-doubt. They may have been using the occult to do that. Your spiritual team is on go mode though. So all your 12th house enemies, I feel like they're under judgment, something to do with Africa. Okay? And it could be a Scorpio or you could be a Scorpio. A Scorpio may be involved or you may be Scorpio. Okay? Something to do with Africa. You have power over your enemies. Your spiritual team, so you may have ancestry. Well, I guess if you're, I wouldn't just say that. What I'm getting here is that your ancestors, we always say Africa is the motherland, okay? Your ancestors may have paid off a karmic debt, or you're here to pay off a karmic debt for your ancestors. Something to do with a Cancer. You may be a Cancer or you have Cancer highly aspected in your chart. We have F. They started believing their own lies. And we have P. First, middle, last initial, yours or theirs. We have Q. Okay. So some of you may be having premonitions, maybe of your past life, or your ancestors are urging you to dig deep when it comes to your bloodline, because Africa, I would say that Africa represents ancestors. Scorpio, things that are hidden, things under the surface, things, it could be things that are taboo, things that are, with the Aquarius card, some things unconventional. And with the Cancer card, the Cancer, the 4th house usually represents home and your home, your mother. Okay. Cancer also represents ancestors, which is the 4th house. So they're saying that you don't know how much power you have over your enemies, because with the 12th house is also things that are hidden, things that are under the surface. So, and it also has to do with spirituality too. And with your spiritual team on go mode here, I feel like your spiritual team is letting you know that the people who have come up against you, okay, they're starting to believe their own lies about what they said about you. Okay, so I feel like with the 12th house here, you've been under some type of spiritual attack. You've been going through some type of warfare or something like that. You may have the Chinese zodiac sign of the horse, or you may have been experiencing that from a person with the Chinese zodiac sign of the horse. You may be the Chinese zodiac sign of the pig, or you may be experiencing the difficulties or the spiritual warfare coming from a person with the Chinese zodiac sign of the pig. Why? Okay? Why are they attacking you? Because they can't heal. They have a spiritually transmitted disease. someone needs a spiritual cleanse. Someone is looking for help to remove an attachment. Okay, so they may have tried to attach themselves to you and maybe got attached to one of your ancestors or one of the um, someone from your spiritual team, but I'm strongly getting ancestor. So they may have attacked you and got attacked by an ancestor that gave them some type of attachment. Okay, that sent some type of attachment. So by them attacking you, they automatically got an attachment. Okay, they're being kicked out. They're kicked out of your energy. Okay, whoever this person is, they're kicked out of your energy by your spiritual team. Yeah, this is definitely change. Why? Because they wanted like your creativity. Okay, they may have wanted to have children with you. But your spiritual team is saying that you're in perfect alignment. So if you're open to having romance or having children or focusing on your creativity, your spiritual team is telling you you're in the right place at the right time. Okay, or you may need to readjust something in order to get what you want. Okay, now for some of you here, whoever this person is who attacked you and got that attachment, it seems like they're changing their mind because your spiritual team is I guess they realize that you're more powerful than them. So I think they're changing their mind. Maybe they want to apologize to you because they got a return to sender. So they may have been trying to like get you ill or get you sick with some type of illness like cancer or something like that. Something to do with your body. Okay, how people see you. If this is not cancer, if it's not something internal, maybe they wanted to like F you over, like so everybody can see you in a different light. But you know, being that it's a return to sender, yeah, they tried to send you an attachment and it returned to them. Yeah, your ancestors or your spiritual team may have blocked it and it was sent back to them. So you have the upper hand. Okay, I'm getting with this that they were probably envious of how people see you, how people love you, your appearance. They may even be mad at you for how you look. Okay, how you manifest, all the new beginnings that you receive. Okay, but I'm also being told that you should be mindful of your thoughts. Okay, be mindful of your thoughts. Every time you start doubting yourself, know that you're here to experience really you're really here to experience peace and joy. Of course, you know, the world be worlding, okay? Life be lifing, but you know, you can't take everything on your shoulders and try to carry it on your own, like the whole weight of the world on your shoulders. So this is also telling me that you need to do like self-care. If you're into self-care, do self-care rituals, you know, self-love rituals and stuff like that. Take time to rest, take time to connect with your higher self. Okay, and don't forget to be your authentic self. Make sure you pay attention, like refocus on your goals and your dreams and your wishes and your manifestations and stuff like that. Although you're gonna get a lot of distractions, because this right here, by them attacking you, that was just a distraction as well. Now, with this card, I'm getting that they may have been sent by one of their own. They may have been sent if this is a practitioner, or if this is the person that attacked you or wanted you to see you down, this person was sent by one of their own, okay? And they're looking at it like they were set up because they couldn't take you down, okay? They couldn't take you down. So I feel like they started believing their own lies. Is I feel like they're going back to the person who sent them, and they're telling the person, I couldn't take divine feminine or divine masculine down. And the person who sent them, they're still trying to convince them that yes, you can, but this person, it looks like this person is getting sick from all of the attacks and stuff like that, like they're getting worse. It's like they're losing energy, okay? And they're going back to the person who sent them, and they're like, the person who sent them is trying to still egg them on, trying to tell them, yes, you can still do it, yes, you can still get this change, yes, you can reverse it, yes, you can. You can't. They can't, okay? And they're just wondering who you are. Like, who are you? Like, seriously, who are you? Like, where did you come from? But I'm feeling like this is the spell will backfire on them. I feel like this is because, people see you and they misjudge you, okay? They misjudge you. Maybe you don't look like the powerhouse that you are, okay? And people see you as someone who can be easily persuaded. Maybe you seem naive. For some of you, this could be how you coming up. This may be how you're being seen in the world with the 111. Okay, because the first house is how you're being seen, your first impression, how people see you, your face, okay, your appearance. So people may misjudge you a lot, especially when it comes to opportunities and stuff like that. People with no morals, no ethics, who take advantage of others, okay? And they misjudge you, and they feel like, okay, when they really get to know you and really get to know what you're about, it takes them, like, like when, like, you hold some, like, on the cartoons and stuff like that, when Pluto and Olive, Pluto and what you want to call him? I don't know if it's Pluto, that's his name, the one with Popeye, the big one. When he take Popeye and he swing Popeye by his leg, and throw him around, like toss him around. So people look at you like Popeye, and they're Pluto. So they feel like they can just take you by the leg and just toss you around and stuff like that. And, you're going to crash and you're going to burn and stuff like that. But they don't know, like, how your spiritual team show up for you. And that's because for a lot of you, you have invested a lot of time, okay, energy, effort, sacrifice when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to connecting with the Most High, God, connecting to the Holy Spirit, letting the Holy Spirit work within you. A lot of people, they don't see that, especially when they see you, okay? So that's why you end up being misjudged. Maybe they see you as someone, maybe you're very small, maybe you're small size, maybe you're tiny, maybe you're short, maybe you're fat, maybe you're tall, maybe you're skinny, I don't know. But for some reason, you're being cloaked when it comes to individuals who have no morals, okay, no ethics, people who take advantage of others, okay? So you're being cloaked. So when they come for you, it's like, and you hit them with a wham, they're surprised. What I'm seeing is, like, when an animal get, like, toe up, and they have that one limb, that leg that they crunch up under, because they cannot use that leg anymore. That leg is just gone, okay? Crawling out from under the rock where they belong. They can't heal. That means that, I feel like they called on one of the worst of the worst of the worst to come up against you. and they were supposed to finish you. Okay, they were supposed to finish you, but apparently they don't know how much um, firepower you have under that hood. Okay, they're repeatedly sending demonic attacks. Well, they were, okay, they were, because they can't do it no more. They may have been accosted in the spiritual realm, of course, by a spiritual team. But if these people did something against the physical law, they're being accosted by the police in the physical. They're about to quit. Of course, they're gonna quit. Again, reiterating your fifth house. Okay, they came after your creativity. They may have came after your children. These may have been people that you were even in sexual relationships with, people that you were dating, people that you were in romantic relationship with, but they felt like they could gain a life of luxury off of your stealing your creativity and your self-confidence, trying to break you down. But your will is too strong. Your perseverance is too strong. Terminal illness were working against you. So we saw cancer here. So they're fighting some type of, like I said, some type of illness, okay? And they want to heal. Maybe they're looking at you to heal them after they attacked you. But you know, sometimes that's how people are. When they think that you don't know that they've attacked you and they've tried to get you up out of here. And, you know, sometimes you still be dealing with them because, you know, if you're at a level where, you know, you're sent here to do something specific, okay? Everybody has a specific path. Everybody has a specific job, I would say, from the Most High, okay? Where you need to use your gifts, okay? For some of it could be all different types of positions that you're hired for by the Most High. And when you're put in position, you can't leave that position unless the job is done, okay? Unless the job is done, you cannot leave that position. So what I'm getting here is that even though for some of these people, they have attacked you, that's what they were meant to do. That's what they were supposed to do. That's what they're here to do. And even though you have overcome them and you have overcome, you have the power over them, it still doesn't mean that your job is done. Maybe your job is like, maybe you're like, you know how they do the holy, not the holistic, you know when people are about to pass on and there's this person that come in to comfort them and stuff like that. So maybe some of you may be into that. That's why the Scorpio card came out. And just for some of you, maybe you're mediums and stuff like that. But what I'm getting here is that even though you feel like the mission is completed, the mission is still not completed fully. Once the mission is completed, the Most High is going to release you from that position. So if you're still in a situation where a person, place, or thing has come up against you, and you do have power over them, but the mission is not complete, they're going to keep you there until the mission is completed, okay? They use you for a come up, try to piggyback off of you, hitch the ride, okay? First, last, middle, initial, you. North America, someone may be from North America. They're exhausted now. A, first, middle, last, initial, you or them. They're part of a coven, group, cult. Yeah, it could be a business rival, someone who hates your work ethic. You are ascending, be patient with yourself. And Virgo, you or them, okay? You or them. All right. And like I said, Chinese zodiac sign, like again, of the horse is still under here, but I don't even shuffle. So we just had a Virgo new moon, okay? We just had a Virgo new moon. And someone may have been, like I said, they may have been manifesting. Maybe you have a North Node in Virgo, and then they wanted you to miss out on your getting on your path or moving forward or being able to capitalize on this energy so you can get on your life path or to continue your life path. Okay, some of you may have been trying to do some type of business, but I've spoken about this before. Anytime your North Node, anytime there's any moon, anytime the moon is making aspect to your North Node, expect to get targeted, expect to get attacked, expect to get people coming out of the woodworks, crawling from under the rock where they belong, just to thwart your plans, just to block you, just to try to keep you back, just to try to hold you back, or try to drag you down with them if they're going down, if they already feel like the boat they sink is they sink is shipping. Their ship is sinking. They're gonna try to, like, either they're gonna try to pull you down with them, or they're gonna try to, like, latch onto you in order for you to drown with them as well. And I feel like for a lot of you, you may have been attacked spiritually, of course. For some of you, you may even have experienced a physical attack. But what I'm getting here is that there are individuals who are out here, the same way I told you that you have a specific mission that the Most High put you on. There's people out here who have a specific mission to try to destroy you or to try to come up against you. And it could be people that you felt like you could have trusted at some point in your life. This could have been people that you were in business with. This could have been even your family members and stuff like that. I'm also getting people who have tried to stop your forward movement by doing spell work on, like I said, on your children, or doing spell work on your business, or trying to cancel out a new beginning, or blocking people who are able to assist you to come towards you. And majority of the time they're gonna do that around when the moon is making aspect to your North Node. Okay, so keep that in mind. Pay attention, be very vigilant when it comes to individuals, because some individuals can be very, very sneaky. This is all I have for you. Thank you guys for being here.